The AirPods Pro 3 are officially here with some noticeable improvements, so it's only right we put them up against one of the strongest active noise canceling earbuds on the market, the Bose QuietComfort 2nd generation. In this video, we'll cover all the major features, including sound quality, noise cancellation, microphone performance, and more. And hopefully, by the end of the video, I'll help you decide which one fits your needs the best. Starting off with price, the QuietComfort Ultra sit at the higher end, retailing for $299, while the AirPods Pro 3 come in at $250. A difference of $50 might not seem like much, but for some people it could be the deciding factor. Next up is pocketability. The AirPods still have the advantage here. Their case is clearly the more compact of the two, which matters if you plan on slipping these into a small pocket. The AirPods case also has an upgraded IP57 rating along with the earbuds themselves, which makes them more durable. It's nice to have that extra peace of mind if you spend a lot of time outdoors. The QC Ultra are IPX4 rated, but the case itself doesn't have any official water or dust resistance. On the bright side, both cases support wireless charging. Another small tweak on the AirPods, instead of a physical pairing button on the back of the case like before, you now simply double tap the front of the case to put them in pairing mode. A small but pretty cool update. And if you're an iOS user, the tracking ability of the AirPods case is something that can't be overlooked. Not only can you chirp the earbuds, you can navigate directly to them in the Find My app, which makes it nearly impossible to lose these around the house. The QC Ultra unfortunately don't really have any tracking options. Next up, let's talk comfort. As usual, the AirPods have the slimmer profile. They do sit out from the ear a little bit more than before, but overall you feel them less in your ears compared to the QC Ultra, which makes them easier to wear for longer stretches, long commutes, flights, train rides, things of that nature. The QC Ultra are still fairly comfortable, but the design is obviously thicker, so you do feel their presence a bit more. On the flip side, the combination of stability bands and ear fans does make these more secure. So if you plan on working out or just moving around a lot, the Bose might actually be the better go-to option. When it comes to earbuds, obviously sound quality is a major priority. And this year, Apple made some real improvements. The AirPods Pro 3 have stronger bass with more punch than before, and the soundstage feels wider compared to the Pro 2, which does make music more enjoyable. The treble is cleaner and also more defined, so between that and the bass, you're getting much better dynamic range. Honestly, for so long, I've been kind of indifferent about the sound of the AirPods Pro, but these actually impress me. In my opinion, it's the best sound that Apple has put in a pair of AirPods yet. The QC Ultra, on the other hand, deliver a fuller, more powerful sound. The bass has more weight to it, giving you that low-end rumble, especially on bass-heavy tracks. On top of that, Bose includes a 3-band EQ, so you can ramp up the bass even more or bring out more clarity in the mids and highs. AirPods don't really have that same level of dedicated EQ customization. The treble on both sets is nicely balanced. They're both articulate without being too bright. If I had to break it down, the AirPods Pro 3 are tuned for the masses. Good bass, great clarity, strong soundstage, all without leaning too far one way or the other. It's a very safe, versatile sound that anyone can appreciate. The QC Ultra lean into an energetic, warm, bass-driven type of sound. With custom EQ, you can easily scale the bass back if you want, but if bass is your top priority, these are the ones to get. Now moving over to noise cancellation, right off the bat, I will say that the AirPods Pro 3 are stronger than the AirPods Pro 2, especially when it comes to lower frequency sounds. More than likely, it's due to the new foam-infused ear tips. If you're on the fence about upgrading from the 2nd generation, ANC is definitely a step forward. Now compared to the QC Ultra, I went back and forth between the two, and honestly, it's extremely close. At times, it felt like the QC Ultra were a touch stronger, but then I'd switch back over to the AirPods Pro 3 and I'd be back on the fence. The only thing I know for sure is that both of these are absolutely top tier. If noise cancellation is a top priority for you, either one of these is going to serve you well. Personally, I wouldn't use ANC as a deciding factor. When it comes to transparency mode, AirPods still reign supreme. They let in more of your ambient sounds and it sounds the most natural. That's not really a surprise. Apple's been the king of transparency for years. The QC Ultra aren't bad. You can still hold a conversation or hear an announcement just fine. It's just not quite as strong as the AirPods. Both earbuds also include adaptive features to help reduce loud noises when in transparency mode. On the AirPods, it's called hearing reduction, and on the QC Ultra, it's active sense. Both work well, but active sense is definitely more responsive. Everyday sounds like car doors slamming or even clapping near the earbuds triggers it instantly. It's great if you're in a noisy environment, maybe somewhere like a job site, but as far as everyday casual use, I feel like it reacts to sounds that aren't really necessary. I wish there was a way to adjust the sensitivity. Thankfully, if you find it distracting, you can turn this feature off completely. On the AirPods, hearing reduction is much more selective. With louder sounds, it definitely kicks in, but with softer sounds, you might not even notice it even though it is working. Now, as far as connection, if you're already in the Apple ecosystem, iPhone, iPad, MacBook, the AirPods are as good as it gets. But if you need multi-point pairing that works across any device, Bose has you covered. The QC Ultra can connect to 2 devices at once across ecosystems. Now, when it comes to the Bose app, on the other hand, the connection can be a little finicky. 9 times out of 10, it works just fine, but every once in a while, it does take a little bit longer to connect. Now, as far as battery life, that's going to be a win for the AirPods. Best case scenario, you can get up to 10 hours per charge compared to about 6 on the QC Ultra. Obviously, features like noise cancellation is going to impact those numbers. Total battery life with the case is roughly the same on both, which is around 24 hours. Now, microphone performance is where Bose surprised me. In my testing, the AirPods Pro 3 microphones sound a little bit muffled. Maybe a future firmware update will improve the performance, but as of right now, I think the QC Ultra sound noticeably better for phone calls. Now, for reference, the way I tested the microphones, I used my iPhone 16 and I left myself a couple voicemails, since actual phone calls can sound different from something like a voice note.
All right, so microphones. This is a big ticket item for a lot of people, whether you use these for personal phone calls, work phone calls, whatever the case might be. First up, what you're listening to right now is the AirPods Pro 3. As you can see, we are outdoors, and we do have some slight traffic taking place behind me. So yeah, it should be a pretty good test. And now we switch things over to the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd generation. Obviously, we're in the exact same environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. You guys let me know which one you think sounds the best.
All right, so I wanted to make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's and do an indoor microphone test as well in a quiet environment, just to see how the 2 stack up. Right now, what you're listening to are the AirPods Pro 3. And now what you're listening to are the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd generation. Again, quiet indoor environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
So after all that, which one should you get? As always, it depends on priorities. For iOS users, it's hard to look past the AirPods Pro 3. They're good, if not great, at just about everything, and they just work seamlessly. There's also new features to consider, like live translation and a built-in heart rate sensor. Personally, I don't see myself using those features much, but for some, they might be appealing. Now, if you're not locked into the Apple ecosystem, the QC Ultra offers some clear advantages: a more secure fit, a bigger and bolder sound, true multi-point connection, and as of right now, better microphone performance. As usual, you'll have to make a decision based on your needs and your preferences. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. If this video was helpful, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing for more reviews just like this. And aside from that, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.